Okay, hello dear friends, good afternoon, such a beautiful, beautiful afternoon. And I did some watercolor painting, making cards video. And one friend said she would like to learn a little bit more about watercolor brushes and my brushes. So this video is mainly to explain the brushes. Maybe I will do some demo. So here I have this Chinese painting brush. These brushes are natural hair, and they are much softer. And sometimes I do acrylic painting. I use this synthetic hair brush, and they are much stiffer. And one of the very big difference for this natural hair brush, Chinese painting, do not, never, ever, ever, never use it for acrylic painting. It is very hard to wash out, and once you paint with acrylic paint, you never get it clean, from my experience. So I offer a set of Chinese painting brushes for beginner use. It's not any minimum quality or any quality inferior. It's just have a set with different size, with different strengths, with different texture, so that you can have a variety within the limited budget and limited number of brushes. You can have the maximum variety of it. So I have one. This may not be the right size. This is a medium size white cloud. So when it is new, the hair has some glue, and a good brush maker, they put some good glue, natural glue, kind of like our cornstarch glue, or natural edible glue, like cornstarch and rice starch, something. And there are times you may buy some brush. I always heard someone say that the brush is becoming super duper strong, cannot break it open. It may be that it's not a good quality brush. Starting from the glue, they use too strong glue. Usually this glue, you can just break it up. And I learned this from a brush maker. And I go to China every time. Before I went to China, I go back to China every year. I'm not sure this year if I will go or not. And maybe this year I'm not going to anywhere. So I got the brush, and the brush maker, the brush master, showed me how to do it. He just break it open. And from what I have learned all my life is to soak this brush into a cup of water and soak it for 1 hour, 2 hours. But anyway, as long as your brush is good, whichever way to open it is your personal choice. And this white hair brush, after some use, it becomes dark because of the ink, and they are relatively soft, and it's a kind of very soft hair. Small or large size. This is large size. And when it is becoming larger, it's relatively harder because the hair is stronger, right? Here is bigger. This is more tender. And those hairs are very good for applying colors. They are very soft. If you compare with the Western or the synthetic brush, it is much stiffer, and You can see even the very soft one is very much stiff. And I remember when I was taking botanic painting classes in Australia, and they do very good botanic painting. See, these are very stiff, and the teacher said that you have to use super duper soft brush, like a sable brush. And all these brush, the synthetic just does not have this natural softness. It is so soft that it will not damage the paper. Like this paper, like this brush, we are beginners. We are not carrying it as much as those professional artists, or maybe not because we are beginner. Some people are not carrying as much as others, and it is a very delicate thing that you need to be just so soft, so tender, and those kind of brush produce that softness. Okay, so I will give it a try here. So first we get some water. This is a good, we will do on this piece of paper. How about that? Okay, so this is a soft brush. This is a white cloud here, and brush like this brown color, a wolf here, they are much stronger, and when you apply color, it is too hard. It is very good to do drawing, to do branches. I will show you later on. Now I first show you how we do the background color wash. Okay, put some. What color do we use today? I'm always in love with green and blue. There is no, I never feel enough of them. Anyway, so this one we will do something. Here is green. We will do something soft and tender, yellow and warm, hot color or warm color. This is a cool color, cold color. And sometimes these brushes have some hairs, residue, have some hair, because it's natural hair, right? We apply a layer of color, and that is a little bit too much. We absorb the color. Absorb a little bit, very, very lightly, gently. So this kind of large white here, white cloud, is for applying color. And now we will put, I don't think I will need this. So this is a wolf here. I will just see the color. And this is much harder. They are all good, but each have a special character. So use them in the right way will serve you well. So these are for applying background colors. How pretty are they? Let's just do like this. I do not know how it will come out. A lot of time we plan so much and the result is never as much as we planned. So how about just let it be? Whatever it wants to be, let it be whatever it wants to be. So this is the background we are putting. And this one is an already made background, as you can see. So how about we do what do we do here? We do a palm tree here. We will do a palm tree here because this is so wet. So I will do this way. And here I use the small brush. You can see the small brush. These are the small outline brush. These are the small outline brushes. I am running out of real estate space. Okay, so get some water here, so that we will not waste too much water. Can you see it? Okay, I apply some color here, and you can see it so sharp here. One palm tree, another one, and another one. So, that's good. We want to make it curve in a different way. It's more interesting, right? So some curve this way, some curve the other way. And now I will do the tree trunk. See, this is so sharp. There's a little bit too much water. It's okay. Let's see. So it's very sharp. Ooh, look at it. And you can control your painting by this, like you sharpen the pencil the sharpest. You know, in class there is always one girl that sharp the pencil. Oh, let me just not gender. I hope I'm not gender incorrect. Anyway, from my experience, let's do this. From my experience, in my elementary school or middle school, there was always a little girl who sharpened the pencil so sharp. Don't know about other places, other countries. Okay, so this one we have so much water. Let's absorb this water a little bit. Absorb. Okay, now I will do the tree. So you can do a little bit large one. And I always like the small one. I always like the small one. There are times I like it, the large one. And also, it is important that in your painting there is different size, different texture. It's more interesting, right? Otherwise, it's always the same. It's not right. So this way, I use a small brush. See? Because it's small, even if you not make mistake, it's not a big mistake. Every time you go to an art museum or something, they sell this huge eraser, and that's for big mistake, and you are not making big mistake. The reason is that the brush size bigger, it is more difficult to be delicate. And when you have a smaller size brush, do I make any sense? I'm too focused in painting, so I cannot make, sometimes I cannot make a reasonable talk because my mind is occupied in this painting. Okay, so so use a small brush, you make smaller mistake if you make mistake. Okay. And this time when we were in Tahiti, and what I saw one artist painting really inspired me. And her, I don't know her or he, did not know the artist's name, but the postcard, some of the postcard, and it's so much free, and the painting has a lot of color mixing, some yellow, some blue, some purple, and all the color mixing together, but it has this free feeling. So do not be afraid of making mistake. Do not be afraid of mess up, because nature sometimes messed up, right? And the nature is messed up right now, big time, because we messed up our nature, right? Big time. We are doing, who knows? Okay, so we have done roughly like this. Now we will put another layer. So a layer of bluish green. This is, see here, when the leaf is thicker, you can see. So you make it more 3D. Some place has darker color. Can you see it? I actually cannot see because I'm seeing the camera. So this side does not have to be perfect. Just randomly put some color. Some place light, some place see, this is richer, this color. It's more interesting, right? And you have done the dark color, why not put some lighter color, right? Now we put some yellow on this side, because light is on this side. Intentionally make it more interesting. Some people, I got some friends say that, Haiying, it looks your painting is very simple, very easy. The truth is that when you are trying too hard, nothing is easy. Coconut, coconut, coconut. Later on, this coconut will go into these leaves. It's okay, okay? Do not make it perfect. Life is not perfect. Nature is not perfect. And being perfect and trying to be perfect is not cool. So that is about it. And you can later on add a little bit dark color or not, your choice. So that's about it. So the small brush, and especially now I am doing at home and doing this watercolor painting, this card size, this small size, this is very, very, very good. And so that's roughly explaining. I didn't show you this brush. Let me try to see if I can show you a little bit of this orchid bamboo brush. This is a wolf hair brush, and it's much harder. It takes some time to soak it softer. Okay, see, it might be good. And this brush is old already, quite old, so you can see the tip is already gone. And because it's harder, so it's easy to be damaged. Does it make any sense? Anything that is too characteristic is more breakable when it is harder. And this soft brush, the white cloud brush, relatively stays soft longer. Yeah, that is about it. So and I received an order, and it's such a touching thing at this moment that you spend money on this to support me. I am sincerely grateful. I will send you some cards of this together with these cards, white cards, so that you can paint. And the other day I have showed that I cut these white cards. These are very good watercolor. And I have some small cards to make the small cards, to make the small letter greeting cards size. But these are really good watercolor paper, very thick. I will send you together with these so that you can get along right now, right here. Another thing, if you want to have a watercolor, this watercolor is inexpensive but very, very, very good. And I also have this watercolor. It's a very good watercolor. Yes, the color is, these are the color. Oh, look at this. It comes out beautiful, right? Very beautiful color. Anyway, thank you very, very, very much. Thank you for your support. And it means a whole lot to me. It means so much. Especially when this is getting to me, because I do not go outside. I'm staying inside every day, and it is quite depressing and quite. So you mean so much to me. Thank you for your support, and also thank you in advance for your support for anyone who order from me. And well, it sounds a little bit like I'm pushing you to buy. No, don't spend money. If you can support. If not, I always love you. I love you. I really do. Bye bye, friends. Maybe I should show you my face, because I appreciate you so much. Yeah, this is me. Hello. Bye bye. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.